Adjust the camera. Zoom and boom, everyone. We are live. It is 2:40. Yes, I know it's supposed to be at 2, but again, I apologize for that. This is Blind Reaction, MLP, final season, French's Magic, episode 23. I was going to go live at 2, and Apple Dash then calls me like 5 minutes before the stream is supposed to start. And he's like, take me into work. And I'm like, being the good best friend and landlord that I am, I said, okay, I will do that. So I did. So hello, Joshua. Good to see you again. So we are here, and we are at the penultimate episode. The emotions really are starting to kind of hit for me. Like, well, it has like in probably since episode 20, but we're near the very end. We're getting now very, very close. Okay, you want me to stay for the stream because you have class? Okay, cool. But you will watch it later. Awesome. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate that. So here we are, penultimate episode, and based on the title alone, I have an idea of what this is. I mean, and I don't know if it's like blatantly obvious, but I would think just based on the title, I think this has to be, it is what it is. You know, if any arc needs to close in a way that I think it's going to, I think this is it. So I have a feeling that I know what this is. Again, I don't know anything about what the finale is. Again, I don't know anything on it at all, which is the way it should be. And as I've always said, I want to remain, spoiler free as much as possible. And it's been hard at times this season, but for the most part, I've been doing a pretty good job. Not seeing spoilers, not trying to find spoilers, and none of that. So, but I kind of have a sense of what this is just based on the title, the Big Mac question. What other question could it be? Really. So I kind of get the sense that I know what this is. So not going to speculate much on it. I kind of get the feeling. So my reactions on this will probably be, as I mentioned on Twitter, there'll probably be a lot of, oh my words and screams and all that good stuff. So again, I kind of get the sense that I know what this is, but we shall see. I've been surprised before, but I don't think this is that. I don't think.
Or call 1-800-LIFELOCK. Same code, HERD, gets you an extra 10% off. If DoorDash can be hacked, you and I can be hacked.
Here we go.
Was not to caused all kinds of trouble.
In the end of last week's incredible episode, this to me was one of the tops of the season. Growing up is hard to do. Even though I thought Last Crusade was going to be the end for the CMCs, but that was a nice way to do it. It really was.
I guess that'd be okay, on one condition. You get a real grown-up to bring.
I love Spur and Biscuit's designs, by the way. If I hadn't mentioned that enough, I love their designs. They're really good. And of course, the song in that episode last week was incredible. In fact, it's quickly gone on because Pony radio stations, because I believe Pony Radio Germany, I think, played "Being Big Is All It Takes" on their station just yesterday. I'm listening to a lot of Pony Radio this week too. I mean, I'm going to be, so with it being the last week. So. Aw, Spike.
I just wanted everything to be perfect. I mean, this was a big deal. But when Discord insists on being involved...
So what Spike might say, that little dragon begged me to help.
Oh.
And let me tell you, he can cause plenty of chaos all on his purple lonesome.
I'm crying myself.
Oh, I miss this cake.
Under pressure, but I just... Oh, dear. You'd think we'd be used to stuff like this in Ponyville. I still have nightmares. It seemed simple when it started.
Okay, so clearly just from all of that little intro there, so oh gosh, this is gonna be another like pony point of view, like with all these different perspectives, because you had Spike, you had Discord, you had Mrs. Cake, and then you had even the CMCs. So I hope this isn't going down to the road of a pony point of view. There's different, but it kind of has that vibe from the start here. Oh boy. Watch it be though something like totally like innocuous, like not like relevant, but we'll see. Oh, what is it? Oh, yep. Oh boy. Oh, yep. Okay, if it's not obvious now, it's obvious with that. Big Mac's got a ring. It's obvious. Yeah, the question is he's gonna propose to Sugar Belle. That's painfully obvious. Oh, painfully obvious. So hi Discord, by the way, again.
What is it? I want to see. Why not?
Because you have a big mouth.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Discord.
I get tons of secrets, like Fluttershy's secret fear of clowns, or that time I caught Twilight sweet-trotting through town. Oh, and did you know that Octavia went on a date with Bulk Biceps?
What? Well, you just let those secrets out of the bag now, Discord, but Octavia and Bulk Biceps? What? Wow, that's kind of a mind blower. Okay.
Well, I heard that.
Not amused.
Point taken.
Yeah.
But we're pals, right? Come
Right.
Amigos.
The Three Amigos, nice reference. Aww.
Big Mac is going to propose to Sugar Belle. Sugar Belle.
Oh, no, Discord, you and your big mouth. Ugh. Why? Why do you have to do that? Or did No Pony even hear it? Okay, maybe you lucked out because No Pony heard it. Oh, man. This is the way this arc should end. This is the way it should end. We've only had a few weddings in the show. Like we've only had, let's see, Cranky and Matilda. Of course, there's a flashback with Applejack's parents. Of course, Cadence and Shining Armor. So I think that's the only 3 that we've had in the whole series. So this will potentially be number 4. So wow, this is the fitting way it should end. You know, with all that, you know, Big Mac and Sugar Belle have been through, you know, with, you know, when he was going back to, you know, to Starlight's old village, back and forth, you know, for help Sugar Belle with all the bakeries, and then wanting to reveal how much he cared for her. And the CMCs unfortunately got a bit involved, and feather bangs and all that nonsense, but it worked out. And then there was the kind of the misunderstanding episode, you know, and thinking that, you know, Sugar Belle was going to break Big Mac's heart, and turned out to be a whole big misunderstanding. So, but from what we've had, their bond has really only gotten stronger over time, and this is a fitting end. This is definitely a fitting end. But we're gonna, of course, I'm sure there's going to be a long story as to how it plays out. And so far, there definitely is with you know, with Spike and Discord and Mrs. Cake, and the CMCs are all going to be involved in some way, clearly, from if the intro is any indication. So the Discord, him and his big mouth, and still I can't get over his last one with Octavia and Bulk Biceps going on a date with each other. That's certainly a interesting pairing. I don't even know if anyone in the fandom had even shipped that beforehand. So that's certainly interesting. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. It'll, you know, this episode already had intrigue from the title alone, but I kind of knew where it was going to go, and my thought was right. So now we got to see how they're going to spin it.
That wouldn't be possible without all of you. My little pony, right? Nighttime series finale.
Saturday night is going to be a bittersweet night for sure.
We're back with Discovery Family.
Of course, Big Mac asked me to help with his proposal.
Of course.
I'm the most romantic dragon I know.
It really is a curse having infinite powers. Every pony is always asking you to move the cat.
Okay, so Josh Haber and Michael Vogel are the co-writers for this episode. I think two very good choices considering their past episodes on the show and what they've done before. Yeah, this is a good pairing. So I think that also means really good for this episode as well because they're two again more seasoned vets of the show and they've done some really good episodes before. So I'm glad that they did this episode.
Ultimate proposal.
Spill it! Every detail!
Of course.
Don't leave it out!
Do we have to hear all the details? Is
Yes.
that like a friend thing? Yep.
Sit down, Discord, get comfy.
I don't talk much, so I want to show Sugar Belle how committed I am. First,
You're making a picnic table that matches the shelf you made Sugar Belle for her shop when you had a crush on her, and you're setting up a romantic duo where they can sweet out flavors?
Spike, calm down. Let him explain. Calm your dragon fire. Jeez. Let him explain himself. Jeez. Or was that right? Or was that actually right?
Table that matches the shelf you made Sugar Belle for her shop when you had a crush on her, and you're setting up a romantic duo where they can sweet out flavors?
Okay, he was actually right.
If you were a hopeless romantic, you'd know that was the only logical choice.
there.
Mark Apples.
And then apples to be around Ponyville and little riddles tied to the stem that will lead her up here to meet you?
Nice.
Seriously? No. No. You need a giant rhino named Dolores who can knit a romantic sweater for two.
No, Discord. You're way off.
Come on, he needs food for the picnic. That was a gimme.
I do not get this game.
Okay,
Clearly.
finish your table, I'll pick up whatever you need to eat, and Discord will put all the apples in place.
I will? No.
Interesting question, and maybe more of an interesting thought that just popped into my head. Like, does anyone in the fandom ship Discord with anybody? Well, except Fluttershy, but Fluttercord is obvious. But like, what about like a non-obvious choice? Like, is there really anyone else to really ship Discord with? Because I get it. Like, you know, he's not as Spike said. If you were the hopeless romantic type, you'd understand. But like, is there really anybody that would work with Discord? Really, I really don't see it. So I kind of get this dynamic that, you know, Discord's just like the, you know, planner setup, you know, kind of setup kind of thing where Spike's kind of got the more intricate ideas in his mind. I love though the dynamic though just between the three of them. You know, the fact that they, you know, were such good friends over O&O and then, you know, Ogres and Oubliettes and then from to this. So this is always good. It's always good seeing the three of them together in an episode. All planned out. Oh, Discord.
From the Sugar Cube corner, look for your next clue. Red, delicious, sweet like you. Find it, you'll know what to do. You should stick to bucking apples.
Yeah, Discord doesn't.
Sugar Belle's gonna love it.
As long as nothing goes wrong, which I hope it doesn't.
How long will it take you to place all the apples?
Wow.
I'm sure you put them in the right spots.
Those terrible riddles on the apples were very clear on the location. I'm sure that they were placed properly.
Sure you do, Discord.
I think maybe. It doesn't matter.
Discord.
Okay, fine. I'll double check.
Thank you. Whoa.
She didn't see the apple. What are we gonna do?
Well, we could just give it to her.
That's not romantic. She needs to discover it.
Right?
Don't be such a drama dragon.
Makes you wonder though what happened though with there at the CMC's and Sugar Belle though.
precipitated liquid cocoa and equestria, and herded long-limbed Leporidae, I can certainly make a pony see an apple.
English Discord. Jeez. Hi, Mrs. Cake again.
Hey, Mrs. Cake. I get a few things. No, I'm afraid you'll have to wait. I'm a bit busy at the moment.
Very busy.
Sour cream or sweet cream? Oh, it's kind of important. Maybe I could take some of these off your hooves? No! Those are for something important too. All of them? There's
Oh my.
21! And yes, all of them.
Wait. Okay, I have a prediction here. So Mrs. Cake is making apple-related like dessert stuff. Okay. What if Sugar Bell's thinking the exact same thing? What if she also has a plan in mind and is doing the exact same thing? Only she recruited the CMCs to help her. That's certainly a possibility here because we saw them running out together. I'm thinking that they're both on the same wavelength here and they're just approaching it in different ways and the paths will never cross until like one final moment. So that's kind of what I'm thinking here. Again, don't know if that's right, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this right now.
Desserts? I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Of course it is.
Come by later. Later won't work. Why not? I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Mm-hmm.
Is somebody else make these? No. Why? No reason.
Oh, jeez. Hi, Sugar Bell. And hi, Roseluck.
Thank you. These are perfect.
Aww. Yep. I get the sense this is, yep. I get the sense they're both going to do it. They're both thinking of doing it. They both have their own plans in mind. And the paths aren't going to cross until like one point at the end. Probably in some hilarious fashion. Would be my guess. So, yeah, this is, I kind of see where this is going. And I don't know, like, I hate predictability, but by the same token, like, it's not like it's a bad thing, but when it's too predictable, it can become a bad thing. So, again, I'm hoping I'm not wrong, but, like, I don't know. I'm starting to kind of think, I don't know. But that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here.
You know, if she's too busy to read the horribly written clue, maybe you should just tell her.
Oh, Discord, no. No. Discord, no. Oh. You had to do it, didn't you, Discord?
But regardless, know your designation.
You had to make the apples alive and actually make them talk.
I just have to say, Big Mac is really lucky to have me as a friend.
Of course he is. Yep, there they go. Yep, it's the exact same plan. The riddles are going inside these dessert. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's the exact same. So you can, that is like a dead giveaway to how close these two really are. They were thinking the exact same thing. Wow.
Maybe I can help you. Maybe I can help you.
Oh boy.
Delivering parchments is my thing. A little dragon breath and whoosh. We deliver each roll into each dessert. Then you can help me. Watch. Ta-da!
Oh, Spike, no. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They had it all perfect. I know your intentions, Discord Spike. I know your intentions were good. and you're trying to make it, go faster, but sometimes that can backfire. And clearly here, it's backfiring. Oh, gosh. The apples are going on a rampage. I kind of thought that they would. And yeah, then Spike trying to get them there faster backfired completely, literally and figuratively. Fired. Lyra Bond again in the background? That cannot be coincidence. No, seriously, like this is getting all crazy. That cannot be coincidence. They've been in the background like what for like 5? Is this like 4 or 5 straight episodes now? They've been in the background. Wait a minute. No, is that Lyra? Oh my gosh, that's Lyra proposing to Bon Bon in the. Are you kidding? That's why they were in the background so much. That right there, that's why. That's why they were in the background so much over the last few episodes. Oh my gosh. It's finally canon. I can't believe it. We knew as a fandom all along. We knew that they were more than friends. We knew it. And there's the proof. I need a moment. Oh my gosh. And you wouldn't know it unless you actually, it's like blinking, you'll miss it. Because I'm thinking I saw him, and then I saw him again. So here we are again for another episode. But then I'm like, wait a minute. And then I see Lyra with the ring box. Oh my gosh. I am definitely taking a picture of that. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's history. See, and then why didn't the show do that with Scootaloo's aunts? Like when they said it's the first ever in the show, and again, Apple Dash and I disagree on that because they didn't blatantly say that they were. That, in my opinion, that's proof. Like that to me is the proof in the pudding. Like that right there is the proof. It couldn't have happened to more nicer. Lyra has been, as you can clearly tell, Lyra has been my favorite background pony from the beginning. And whenever she got a speaking role, I was excited. Whenever she was on screen, I was excited. And I just noticed over the past few episodes that they were more on the background. I'm like, that can't be coincidental. Like something has to happen with those two at some point down the road. And sure enough, there it is. Wow. So that's why Equestria Daily had Lyra and Bon Bon on their banner. I was wondering why that was. Wow. I can't believe it. I'm so thrilled for the both of them. That's incredible. That's awesome. That's truly awesome. So again, it kind of, makes you think, okay, the focus is on, Big Mac and Sugar Belle, but again, sometimes you got to look for what's going on behind, and there you go. Wow. Okay. I think I'm good. Come down from the high now, but oh boy, I'm gonna have that on my mind for a long time for sure. Wow. All right. And Bon Okay, so I paused it before Bon Bon showed her ring. So they were thinking the same thing. I got to get a pic of that too. They were thinking the exact same thing. Kind of like what Big Mac and Sugar Bell were. They were thinking the exact same thing. They were thinking the exact same thing. We knew all along, didn't we? Wow. Oh, hi, Grandpa. Nice to see you again. Discord. Yep. You did this. Your fault. Your fault. Your fault. Your fault.
Finished. I've been done for a while.
And destroying everything. Oh, Burns Oak was back there.
You know,
Good
thinking
to see him again.
I probably could have been clearer which pony to deliver the messages to.
Right.
Think?
You think? Yeah, exactly.
I sent them back to Sweet Apple Acres. Apples are terrible at taking directions. Couldn't even manage to stay at one location.
That face on Discord.
Much better listening.
What's going on? Apple's running everywhere, and
Oh.
she didn't see the phone to get to the hilltop.
Getting her to the
Oh, Sugar Bell.
did not seem
So oblivious.
It's actually a blessing when you think about it.
Oh boy.
Why would you think sending flaming messages into my deserts would work?
Right?
Oh, look out!
I mean,
I tasted some and burning them might
let's make this clear. Discord and Spike's intentions were good. On the surface here, they were good. The problem was the way they were executed. Like their intent was to get this done faster, but the way they executed it was poor. So that's really what we're getting at here. He had his heart was in the right place, as Spike's usually is. Has good intentions, but just poor execution.
I never.
Right?
Hey there, Big Mac.
Oh boy.
I bet you're wondering what Big Mac?
Oh my. Uh-oh.
This is Kate.
What did I do?
What did I do? Nothing.
I thought we were just
Nothing.
saying each other's names.
I guess this can't get any worse.
As the Lord of Chaos, I'd advise against saying things like that.
Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Now they all merge and form one giant apple. Yeah, Discord, you done goofed up. Okay, again. Yes, I will say again, the intention was good. The execution was poor. And clearly it is showing right now. Yeah, Discord, you done effed up. Oh, not good. Not good at all. Oh. Well, I will say this. So far, the highlight has been Lyra and Bon Bon proposing to each other. The rest of this has been very predictable and somewhat kind of but that's been the highlight. Oh, Discord. Oh. Yeah. Discord here is at the most fault because of the way he's executed it, which is usually poor. Spike, of course, is a little bit at fault, although his is not egregious as Discord's clearly. So, and Mrs. Cake, gosh, poor innocent Mrs. Cake. What did I do? Nothing. You were doing everything. You were doing everything right, and you because you were doing the same plan that Sugar Bell. Again, they're doing the exact same plan, and it's just the paths aren't really, lining up for them to cross unless someone gets in the way and tries to expedite the process. In this case, with Discord and Spike, trying to get it done faster, and it blows up in their face. So, so again, intention's good, execution very, very bad. Very bad. In the case, again, more so of Discord than of Spike. Yes, burning the desserts, that is bad on its own. It's not as bad as a now giant apple eventually threatening to rain down damage in Equestria or Ponyville for sure. So, yikes. Yeah, Discord, you done screwed up. Fast forward this a little bit. Should be coming back here pretty soon here. Yeah, there's the trailer preview.
Stay ready for this.
And we've always succeeded. That wouldn't be possible without all of you. My Little Pony Primetime Series Finale, Saturday, October 12th at 8 p.m. on Discovery Family.
We're back with Discovery Family.
All right, how are you going to fix this?
Have a bit of a reputation for getting carried away, especially when romance is involved.
Yes, you do.
But that wasn't the case with this. We were just helping Sugar Belle with her plan.
Right? Clearly, now we're going to see how her plan came together.
And the last one, she just said, yeah. So you're saying you want to put each one of those inside a dessert? Well, since Big Mac's plan to send me a hearts and hooks didn't hide and the message inside didn't go so well, I thought it'd be fun to do it right.
Ah, okay. So where past history failed, now they want to make sure to get it right.
I love that about him. So I thought I'd use as many words as possible to propose to him.
Aww.
All we have to say is,
Yup. Nice,
I
Apple
can't wait
Boy.
for you to be a part of the family. You three played such a big part in Big Mac and I getting together. I'm glad you could help with this.
Even though they kind of went to some extremes, but they eventually made up for it. The CMC did go to some major extremes to get them to be together, but it worked out in the end. That's I guess that's the important thing.
I love you, Big Mac. Would you like to spend the rest of our life together? I hope you say yeah. And each word has to go into a dessert?
That's a lot. Yeah, Scootaloo, you can't count that high apparently. That's a lot.
Mrs. Cake was kind enough to help me bake all the apple-flavored treats I made to get Big Mac to visit me at my old shop. But that one has the invitation for him to come here. Oh, it's no bother. I do love a challenge.
So really, if you think about it, that means that the plans in the end wouldn't have worked anyway, because in the end, they had them going to different places. Big Mac's plan was for Sugar Belle to meet him at the hilltop. Sugar Belle's plan was for Big Mac to meet her at Sugar Cube Corner. So really, if you think about it, they really wouldn't have worked. While they were still on the same lines up until the end point, it wouldn't have worked out anyway because they still would have been in different places. So, interesting little thought there.
Sugar to this one or to that one? I think I've seen her add sugar to that bowl 6 times so far. And you three go deliver that pie. I have to get some flowers to spruce the place up.
We saw that.
Spike and Discord are outside. Figure out what we're up
So,
to.
okay, so here's where they were running.
I want
Yeah.
this to be a surprise.
There's the running. Yep.
I don't think they suspect anything. Why would they suspect that we're holding an invitation pie and that Mrs. Cake is making a 21 dessert proposal?
True. And again, No Pony probably heard that. Yeah, right.
This is our shot to make up for all the trouble we caused when Big Mac first asked Sugar Belle out.
Really? This is your shot to make up for it? I thought that was kind of swept under the rug already, and that everything had already been rectified, but hey, more power to you if you want to fix it. You know, more power to you.
You need to play it cool. Right. How's this? Better? Come on, let's go find your brother.
Yeah, now you're just out of character there, Apple Bloom.
Screwdriver. Nope.
Big Mac! He ain't here. Let's go. Hold on.
Oh boy.
That looks just like the shelf Big Mac made for Sugar Bell.
It is.
Weird. Maybe we should wait here for him. He's bound to show up soon.
You know who's also bound to show up soon? An enraged Apple.
Best to check the least likely place. Come on.
The least likely place? Yeah, that's smart logic there, Apple Bloom. And then he walks right in.
Screwdriver.
Bowling ponies. Nice. Good to see them again. Albeit briefly. Aw, fly flutters. Yeah, why would Big Mac be at the sanctuary for any reason? Or the spa? Oh gosh, yeah, real nice there, Sweetie Belle. Get out.
How is Sugar Bell supposed to propose to Big
Well, they
Mac?
did say the least likely, but that's not good logic.
Mrs. Cake isn't finished yet. We still have time. You know, we're not looking for some pony. Granny says it's best to just stay in one place. Let's head back to the farm and wait. Big Mac is sure to show up soon.
You already missed him.
Well, don't just stand there. Come on.
You already missed him. And there goes, oh, there, that's how they did it. There go the apples. That's how it happened. Nicely done, Big Mac. And still, you're gonna be waiting a while there. Yeah. Hey.
Granny, have you seen Big Mac? Oh, hey there, Glowjumping. I just had the most peculiar dream. That's nice, Granny, but we really need to find Big Mac, so it was about Greg here. What was it? And we were in outer space on some kind of mission to explore strange new worlds. If we get stuck
Wow.
listening to Granny,
What a weird dream that is.
And Mudbriar was there, being as logical as ever, but his ears was all pointed like, and Discord showed up, and it's pretty much the same. Once she gets going,
Weird.
there's nothing in Equestria that can stop her.
Right? Except for maybe one giant Discord apple.
Hey there, Big Mac. What's your
Sugar
And now here we are again, back to this.
Bell. Mrs. K.
I do?
Nothing.
Nothing. I thought we were just saying each other's names.
I guess this can't get any worse.
Actually, it can.
I advise against saying things like that.
Right? Because here comes the giant apple. Yeah, Discord, you done effed up.
Why does every pony immediately assume that this has something to do with me?
Because it does! And because you're you! Because you're the king of chaos! Isn't it obvious? You, gross.
But to be fair, the message did get the bell.
Oh boy. Oh boy. But again, the execution was so poor. Oh gosh. Wow, Hasbro. Like, I want to feel good for these two, and instead I feel more good about Lyra and Bon Bon than I do about Big Mac and Sugar Bell. Was that? I hope that wasn't your point, Hasbro. Oh, good grief. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. Like I'm really torn on this one. Like I feel like in the end, I'm obviously still going to put it in the elite category at this point, but it's not going to be like top of the top. Like it's probably going to be like the last one in the elite, just barely. It's barely staying out of the meh category, but only because I feel better about Lyra and Bonbons than I do about Big Mac and Sugar Bells here. So I don't know. Again, with the fact with the predictability, with the poor execution, it and again, it always has to be Discord, doesn't it? Because he's the king of chaos or Lord of chaos, or whatever he calls himself. It always has to be this way because of this. But golly, at least unlike Matter of Principles, like again, he wasn't deliberately being a jerk. Like that, it's not that level of bad. Like with that, he was genuinely being bad just to be bad. Here again, the intent was to speed up the process and be fine. But again, the execution of all this is just so bad. And again, I feel better about Lyra and Bonbon, who's been in the background for 5 straight episodes, and finally we see them propose in the background than the foreground moment here.
This whole story is being twisted to make it seem like it was all my fault.
No, it's it's mostly your fault. Again, I said that Spike did have a little bit in it because of how his execution was, but it is mostly your fault.
Wait, so you two were orchestrating the proposal? That's what I was doing.
Yes.
Proposing to
Discord?
me?
No. Oh gosh, thank you.
So the messages that were in the desserts were Sugar Bell's proposal to Big Mac before Spike set them on fire.
Oh, so I'm not the only one who messes things up, am I?
No, so again, not all your fault. Yours was the bigger problem. But no, I agree that it wasn't all your fault, because I did say that Spike had some fault in it. But no, yeah, it wasn't all your fault. No, far from it.
Mighty dragon.
Hey, those desserts were ruined way before I ruined them. They were.
Excuse you?
But me had mixed up a few ingredients. It was such a rush.
She's got a point.
Disappointed in yourselves.
What about you and your apple monster?
Right?
Yes, but you won't expect that of me.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Make up for messing things up the last time. Sugar Bell, Big Mac, we're really.
And they're gone.
Okay, this time it really wasn't me.
What do you want to bet they went somewhere where there'd be no interference? Like where they just want to do it and, well, I mean, propose to each other. Let's not get too crazy. Propose to each other and not have any interference. I bet that's what happened here.
I shouldn't have taken all those desserts at once. It's just healthy to say no to such a sweet idea.
All right.
Sweet!
Good one, Mrs. K.
In retrospect, the dragonfly and the baked goods aren't the best combo.
No, they're not, Spike.
We felt like it was all our fault, except for the apple.
Wait a minute. How is it your guys' fault? You didn't do anything. You were helping. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, CMCs, Crusaders. Wait. You were helping. You were helping out Sugar Bell. You genuinely were helping. You wanted to get, ideas answered. You did nothing in the wrong. Why are you taking blame on this? No, this isn't right. Did you learn anything from the last episode? Yeah, that one you were in the wrong. No. I'm not putting any fault on you three at all. No.
That was Discord. And Mrs. Cake messing up those recipes, and Spike burning the messed up recipes, and the point is...
Thank you, Scootaloo. That's why you're my favorite Crusader.
Felt bad for ruining Big Mac and Sugar Bell's proposals. It was all greed and then grandparents.
Oh gosh, Granny, yeah, she's still going.
Where no pony is gone before. Today was interesting.
Very.
You okay?
Oh, of course, it only makes sense that they go to the tree. We're Applejack's parents. Yes, of course. It's kind of like when the students go to the Tree of Harmony. Yes. Oh, the Treehouse of Harmony in this case. Yes. That only makes sense. Of course. Why didn't I see that one coming? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that only makes sense. All right. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of right in the fact that they were going to go someplace away from everybody else, but yeah, the tree, yes. Makes sense. Yes, of course.
Sure, Bill. I wanted everything to go right today. I wanted our love to be as perfect as my parents was when they planted these two trees together.
Aww.
Instead, it turned into a mess, just like when I asked you out. Just like Hearts and Hooves Day, no matter how hard I try, I always seem to mess up when it comes to you.
I think you've got things backwards.
What do you mean?
From everything you told me about your parents, they had to deal with things a lot tougher than some burnt desserts and an apple monster.
She's right. Sugar Bell's 100% right there. She's right. They had to deal with the fact that Granny Smith and Grandpere would not approve of their marriage. They had to deal with a lot more adversity than just that. Sugar Bell is 100% right. That kudos. That's an incredible assessment. That's an incredible line. Well done.
Yes, that's true.
This apple tree and pear tree are stronger together. They'll survive whatever comes because they don't have to do it alone.
Right.
They belong together, like your parents and like us.
Aww.
Today was a disaster, but today was also the last day we're ever going to have to do anything apart. From here on out, we'll be together, and we'll make sure everything always works out.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh.
Should I you? One.
All three.
Sure. 1,
2.
will you marry me?
Yep. Yeah. Yes. Oh. Oh.
We're messing up so bad that they made it all work out perfectly.
An apple got away.
We've all made up, and we're here for a do-over, and this time, thanks to me.
You're too late.
Right. So why don't you two,
You're too late.
I think they did okay with us.
Yep.
And that's how we were responsible for the perfect proposal. Or should I say, fair proposal.
Fair
If we hadn't
proposal.
messed up so bad, it wouldn't have worked out the way it did. It's just like baking. Sometimes it's the mistakes that help you discover something truly special. And when all the planning and grand gestures go wrong, it reminds you the most romantic things are usually the simplest.
which is what I knew all along. You're welcome.
Yeah, right, this one. Aw, they were telling us Applejack? Aw. Aw, and everyone's there. Wait a minute. Okay, that's cool. Like one of the cats, of course, from all the cats are there. So some of them. One of those like animations is actually the one that Lost Narrator uses for her cat Peanut. That's actually that's what that reminds me of. Of course, Grandpare's there, Burn Oak's there, Granny's there. Aww. Sugar Bell's Village, of course.
It is my sincere pleasure to say, for my second Apple family wedding, that I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Aw, yay!
That's your cue.
Discord.
Just let me have this one.
Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, it is a good episode. Let's not kid ourselves on this. It is a good episode. It's a good moment. It's a great moment for the show. But again, I'm just a little bit, it's not perfect. And I'm a little bit just weighed down by the predictability, the poor execution, you know, all of that. It kind of weighs it down a bit. I can't put it at top level quality here. It's not on the same level as, you know, Sparkle 7 or Last Crusade or Growing Up Is Hard to Do or Frenemies. I can't put it in that same level. Again, when my reaction to Lyra and Bon Bon proposing is more stunning than what you want me to focus on in the foreground with Big Mac and Sugar Bell, that's a problem. And so again, it's again, on the surface, on its own, it's a good episode, but it's too predictable. It's the execution of it, of Discord and Spike is poor, and I guess the moral, and again, kind of like the rushed moral at the end is like, yeah, sometimes even when mistakes happen, you know, it's that along the way that, you know, leads to something working, and that can be true, but that doesn't happen too often. So I don't know how that really like practically like applies it to us, but it's a concept, but it's like, I'm not fully on board with how it was fully executed. So I am going to put this in the elite episode class, albeit just barely. I'm going to give this one 7.5. Now, I did give the same score to Going to Seed, and I put it in the meh category, but that's only because it didn't have as many, like, you know, shocking moments as this one. So this is going in the elite, but it's getting a 7.5 because of the fact that it, you know, again, is too predictable in a lot of points, and it's just the thing it wants me to focus on in the end does not get the biggest reaction out of me. So yeah, it's going 13th out of the 23 so far. It's a solid episode. It's solid, but it doesn't hit all the right parts. It doesn't do it effectively enough. If your aim is to make my reaction strongest to Big Mac and Sugar Bell, it can't be done this way. You know, it can't be done in this fashion. You know, I got a bigger rise out of the fact that Lyra and Bon Bon, who you had spotlighted in the background for 4 straight episodes, and I knew something was going to happen with them, I get a bigger reaction out of them proposing in the background than I do Big Mac and Sugar Bell, because A, I know it's coming, and B, the way that it was done is with kind of the pony point of view with the different perspectives is just a poorly executed way of doing it. It was poor execution on that, and it was just poor execution by Discord and Spike to try and rush the process. It was just it was kind of poor all around. So solid on its own, but not solid enough to where it's the cream of the crop top episode. It's not in that class. It's still, again, just for the moments alone, it is on that principle on its own, it is one of the better episodes of the season. However, it's the predictability and the poor execution done by Hasbro and the characters themselves that drag it down in the end. So that's why I'm putting it where I am. 7.5 out of 10. Still elite, but barely. 13th overall in my list. And that means that now we count down the days. As sometimes, at least for this generation, the end is nigh, or nay, however you want to say it. Saturday night is finale night. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll start the stream at about 7:30 Eastern time, to do a little, hype beforehand, a little bit of like half-hour pre-show, if you will. It's reminiscing on things again, talk about what we're going to be for the finale. I hope that Nate does not work Saturday night, Apple Dash. I don't know if he will. I hope he doesn't. I really want him to be a part of the stream for the finale. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm really hoping that he gets to watch it with me that night, because I want him to be there and experience it with me live as well. So he was even asking, before he went into work today, he said, I have an episode to catch up on, don't I? And I said, yeah, you've got one, the same one I'm going to be reacting to. He's like, oh, darn it. And then we talk about like when I work next. And I work the next, few days, but I don't work Saturday night for that finale. So hopefully he'll watch this one beforehand, in some capacity. But, yeah, this one was, again, still strong, but could have been done a little better. Could have been executed a little bit better. So here's hoping the finale, though. Again, I want this to end on such a great note. And Big Jim Miller has said that they try their hardest to give them a proper send-off. And I'm really, 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 really hoping that is what happens on finale night on Saturday. So until then, thank you as always for tuning in and watching. Thank you for, again, the views, the support, your comments, feedback, anything you give. As always, I appreciate it. And until Saturday night, I will see you all there for the live finale night reaction to the final 3 episodes of My Little Pony, Fred Foo's Magic. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day, and see you all on Saturday night.